live. We're live.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. Stream beta. We're just gonna go ahead and say yes. I'll get into the actual thing.
Cancel what? What did you do?
I don't know. This won't go away.
You broke it.
I did break it. I thought we're live. No, that's not what I wanted. If anybody is actually watching, I'm sorry. I don't want beta. I want. I broke the internet.
You did. Oh no.
Hey, we are live. All right. Oh, hey, people are already saying hi.
They can't hear us.
Can you hear me now? I hope you can. Sorry, I was talking to myself, I think. If you still can't hear me, say something. Yeah, still can't hear me. Where is my audio? Mike?
Yeah, because it's right there.
No, that's desktop audio. The microphone's moving up. What the what?
I don't know.
1 second. Oh, we're good now. All right. Yeah. Sorry, I was talking to myself because YouTube has a live beta thing, and somehow it put me in the beta page, and it was very confusing, and I'm very old. And I will try to talk louder. I don't know how to. Can I increase the gain on this video capture? Let's put that up a little bit.
I think everything else is the highest one.
Filter property, advanced audio properties. Let's
oh my
see.
Goodness.
No, I don't want to balance that. Mic volume. 103. Oh, good. Let's do 105. And if
You're
I'm
gonna
too
like
loud,
make people deaf.
if it's too loud, that was really loud. We're in the kitchen and it's echoey. I'm sorry. Hi everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Apparently, I've been live for 3 minutes just talking to myself. I think I did that last time too, where I was live and
I don't know.
Didn't realize. I don't know. I'm getting the hang of this from the computer because I can't keep up with the chat on my phone when we're at home.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting there. I'm learning. Thank you, everybody, for joining us and for helping me through this learning process. So, I don't know. We were going to talk Disney. I don't know if we should wait for people or how we should do it. No, that's not what I want. Guys, I work on computers all day long, like as my career, and I'm embarrassed that I can't figure this out. So I'm messing all of this up. All right, there's that. Let's move this over here because I want to be able to see the chat. Hi, Ms. Clarence. Hi, Kim. Hi, Doofilly. I don't know. Correct me. Christine. Kim again. Christine again. Michelle, hi. Make sure you guys like. Yeah, thanks, Kim. Yeah. Kim knows what's up. Thanks. I'm terrible about doing the smash the like thing. I let the kids do it in the videos, as you've all seen. But yeah, so there is some new stuff that I have, or new news from Disney. I got an email actually like 3 hours ago about different new things that Disney has going on. I wanted to touch on that and, just go over stuff and things. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. If you want to just chat, we're here for that too. Because it's a boring Friday night. Our kids are upstairs playing video games because that's what they do. So if this is laggy, that's why. Yeah, we're being boring parents and just sitting on the internet tonight. And we want you to join us. Sorry, I think I implied that you're also boring if you're here watching me on the internet. That was bad. I'm sorry. There are new marketing materials available for extra magic hours. So this is something new on top of extra magic hours this fall for Disney World Resort, and they're doing it for Galaxy's Edge specifically. But on top of the regular extra magic hours, Hollywood Studios is also going to be doing Galaxy's Edge and Toy Story Land attractions from 6 a.m. That's right, 6 a.m. until park opening at 9 a.m. Son's 14th birthday. Thanks for spending it with us. Our kids on their birthday, and they're not even teenagers yet. So I remember when I was a teenager, our kids, they're like, okay, cake, and then run upstairs and go do their own thing. 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. daily. And if you're staying on Disney property, that's something that's going to be open as an increase to everybody. And it even comes with a disclaimer on the email that I got saying that Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and its experiences are subject to capacity. So if from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m., that's a 3-hour window before the park even opens, they're still warning people about capacity. That means that they anticipate pretty much everybody staying on site
is going to be there at 6 a.m.
It's going to be there just for Galaxy's Edge. So if you're a Star Wars nerd like me, be there at 6. But in order to alleviate some of that Galaxy's Edge, they are also going to be doing Pandora and other Animal Kingdom attractions from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. because the park's set to open at 8, I guess. And then Magic Kingdom will be doing 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. as well. So hopefully that alleviates a little bit of the crowd. I'm going for Star Wars. Sorry, just Star Wars. Yeah, we're going to be, I will be the crowd because I'm a very large man. I'll just, stand at the door and be like, sorry, can't get by. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not like that. Better be up at 5. Our kids will have us up at 5 anyway because I'm planning on doing like an actual, not a day trip or just a vlog trip. I'm going to be doing a stay when Galaxy's Edge opens. Even if I have to scrounge pennies and recycle cans, I'm doing it. Because 5 could be too late to line up. Yeah, so we're going to be dragging
like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Don't go to sleep the night before. You'll be all right. Just go stand outside and wait.
The night before Galaxy's Edge opens, the kids, we're just going to feed them cupcakes for dinner.
Anyway.
Hop them up on sugar, teach them what coffee is. So that was really cool. They're calling it extra magic hours. So they're doing it daily. And they're doing it on top of the already in place magic hours. I think that may be what's going on with Animal Kingdom because I don't think Animal Kingdom opens at 8 a.m. on regular days. I think they open at 9.
Yeah.
So I think the standard extra magic hours are 8 to 9. I don't know. It doesn't really say.
It usually is.
Yeah, Black Friday camp out. If they would let me.
Just like put a tent outside.
Yeah, if I was allowed and security didn't look at me like I was crazy, I'd probably be in a tent right now outside of Hollywood Studios, and it opens in, the end of August. So...
You just shower and stuff too.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of gross. So I guess you would like part the crowds if you didn't take a shower.
Exactly. Exactly. It's just like when you go to a convention, it's convention funk is what they call it because nobody showers at those. It's bad, guys. So I've got that one. And then I also have exciting progress being made on the Tron coaster at Magic Kingdom. Question. Toy Story did a pass holder soft opening at like 5 a.m. Friends are there. I haven't heard anything about a soft opening for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Now, I honestly think that Disneyland is going to be their version of a soft opening because they're going to gauge everything based off how Disneyland does. They may do a soft opening. If that's the case, I'm going to have to hang out every day at Hollywood Studios and just watch that giant door at the end of what is that now?
They're just gonna randomly open up one day at 2 p.m. Everyone can come.
Yeah, exactly. Just be there and I'll do it. But no, they did a soft opening for Toy Story Land. I have not seen anything yet about it. Back in the day when the first iPhone. Yeah, Just an iPhone line. Yeah, they will likely do that. Similar, they do that for Pandora as well for Flights of Passage. If you get there an hour before official opening, so if the extra magic hour start at 6, at 5 they may let you start the line.
Yeah.
Again, there's no official word on that, and I don't think Avatar or Pandora was ever an official announcement. It's just something they started doing to alleviate crowds and lines. Yeah, 7 days before. I hope they do one too, but I was really disappointed with Toy Story Land. They did the annual pass holder preview after the grand opening. And I know that it's because they expected it to be huge, and it was. They had no problem getting people in there, but they did the pass holder nights like a month after. I'm hoping they learned from that mistake and actually do a pass holder preview for Galaxy's Edge, because that would just make me the happiest person in the world. Left Disney the day Toy Story opened. Like, I would have been like, can I delay the flight a couple hours and just go sat in line for Slinky Dog? But, I can't do that anymore. It's upsetting. Not the point, not why we're here. Cover that. Thumbs up. Cool. Just making sure I'm not missing any questions because I'm old. My eyes are bad. Happens all the time. Yeah. I know it probably wasn't funny at the time, but yes, I would have been extremely mad as well if I was there my last day and Toy Story opened. And yeah, you'll notice I don't have a vlog from the opening of Toy Story Land because we didn't want to get lost in that crowd.
Yeah.
So what we ended up doing was we went after it had been open for about 3 weeks or so.
I think it was open over a month when we went.
Yeah, maybe.
It was a while.
Yeah, I don't even remember. But we did a hotel stay. That was when we did Pop Century.
And we had extra magic hours when we went.
We only did Pop Century for that night, just for extra magic hours. Yeah, you just spent all day in line anyway. Yeah, that's why I like getting these emails about things like extra magic hours, because that, even like for us, that's the best way to do things. Even if you find something like All Star and just say for a night, if they're having extra magic hours the next morning or that night, that's the way to do it. That's what we like to do, because we live close enough we can do that. Obviously, if you're coming from further away one night, you're like, no.
That's crazy. You wouldn't just do one night.
But if you are planning a Galaxy's Edge trip and you are further away, I know a guy. Shameless plug. I'm sorry. Progress being made on the Tron attraction. They're not calling it the Tron coaster. They're calling it the Tron attraction. So, but the first steel support columns have been installed as of yesterday. So that is awesome. Let's see. They're starting to let cast members, try out cast. I'm not sure. They're starting to let cast members audition for the Tron area, so that's cool. And it is set to open for Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary in 2021. So that's going to be awesome. It's going to be crowded when that opens. But I'm looking forward to trying. Well, if I'm up to it, I don't know how bumpy it's going to be. I really want to try Tron. I'm hoping to be able to. But yeah, I've seen some of the stuff. Is it Tokyo that has Tron? The park that has Tron, I've seen some of the stuff. It looks awesome. I don't know. There's already. I think it was Shanghai, because we got the outlet got the Shanghai plushies of the Tron.
Yeah, I did.
Goofy and Donald. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Tron. I'm always looking forward to new stuff. And being pass holders, as long as we have, new is always better. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm gonna look that up. No, not dismiss. Does Disneyland California have a Tron attraction? See, these are things that I should know, because I'm trying to sell people trips and stuff now. Tron series attraction, Shanghai Disneyland Park.
I feel like we would have heard about it if Disneyland did, because we hear a lot about that.
I don't see anything about Disneyland.
Yeah.
Shanghai Disneyland does have it. We have not yet decided anything about moving. We have talked to a couple people about our house. The thing is, we're home owners, so that adds an extra wrench in the cogs.
Yeah.
We have to figure out what to do about our house, and then start looking. Summer is still projected because the kids are still in school. So during the summertime, we're really going to buckle down
I
and
did
do
find
all
an
that.
area that I'm pretty set on, so.
Yeah. She found an area. I get it, but she's looking really hardcore, and we're still a month or so out.
It's still gonna be there though. The area's not going anywhere.
The area's not going anywhere, but she keeps finding houses she likes or places for rent, and I'm like, you need to slow it down a bit.
I found a few things, so I'm sure we'll find something.
Oh yeah, we definitely will.
Yeah.
Let's see. Thinking about adding Tron to Disneyland, it would make sense. Disneyland doesn't get well. Disneyland and Disney World get enough different, unique stuff. Like we don't have Pixar Pier or any of the Cars Land stuff,
That's really cool.
which we would love.
Yeah.
Because our youngest is obsessed with all things cars, not just Disney cars. Like he can identify cars by make and model on the road now, and he's how old is he?
He's 5.
5. He's 5. I was gonna say 6. I don't know
No,
why.
he's not 6.
And yeah, he's obsessed with all things cars, and he would love Cars Land. And I blame Disney for it because the Cars movies were what started him. Like, oh, cars, and then Hot Wheels everywhere we went. Yeah, we do. We need a Pixar Land or Pixar Pier or something similar. But depending on how Tron does, they may keep it unique, or they might bring it over. I know Star Wars is one of those things that's so big that they didn't really have a choice but to do both. But Tron, like they haven't made a movie in
a while.
Yeah, was it like 10 years ago?
Yeah.
More maybe. And then the original was 1985, I think, 1980 something. So yeah, Tron. I'm surprised Tron is even still a big thing. Like they could have gone in a totally unique direction, but I'm still looking forward to it. It still looks awesome. Let's see. We have other news as well. The Disney Cruise Line Navigator app. I don't know how many of you have done must have merch at the parks. That's your department. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about the ears that are coming in a little bit. That's gonna be crazy because they're doing a collaboration with designers for the ears. Do you know of any new merch other than ears?
I don't know. We're slacking. It's been a while. They have come out with a couple new pair of ears, haven't they? The bread ones. I showed you a picture of it. It's in I think the Mexico part of Epcot.
I don't know.
It looks like bread.
Oh, now she's gotta look it up.
I gotta show you.
Let's see.
Because it's crazy.
Now I kind of want to look it up.
Oh, you're gonna look it up?
I want to see if there's a way that I can throw it into the
I showed you a picture of it, and I was like, these are actually kind of cool. I don't want to pronounce the name of it because I'm gonna say it wrong because I can't remember exactly what it's called, but they're really cool.
Was it these?
No, they're from Disney parks. Those are like from stuff from Etsy.
Oh, I don't know. See, we're arguing. We're live and like doing all this. Yeah, I'm gonna let her show her phone then if I can't get it right.
How do you say that? CONCHA. Sweet bread ears. These are what they look like.
I thought I just had this up.
That's for some stuff from Etsy. These are what they look like.
All right, we're totally stealing off of somebody else's blog right now.
It's
Disney News Today. I think that's official. But yeah, maybe they look like the. I'm gonna pronounce that wrong. The concha.
Those
concha
are
bread.
Fair. They've had more too. I think those are just kind of unique to me.
Oh heck yeah. Well, we will definitely look for merchandise.
I know there's a bunch of new food that's out.
Well, she said that her husband's friend is coming down. You can't send food. I mean, you can. It probably won't be as good.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll look for merch because.
Yeah, we haven't really filmed anything in the parks.
That's always her department.
But we're always looking at the outlet as a thing.
Yeah.
So we don't really look when we're in the parks and stuff.
But if we were sitting on the couch watching TV right now, she'd be scrolling through her phone and then go, "Oh look, this is coming to Disney." And
I know.
I'd tune her out. And then everybody complains that she doesn't do enough talking, and then we finally get a question that's her department. And
I can't remember. A lot of it is the same, I think. They have a couple new pair of ears, though. I know that, and the new ones are coming.
Illuminations merch. I have to look into that because Illuminations is going away. Doing the parks or outlets this weekend. I will be. I think we're going to be at the outlet tomorrow morning. I think. Don't quote me on that, and don't get mad if I don't go live.
Yeah.
But we should be at the outlet in the morning. We are definitely doing Animal Kingdom tomorrow. Is that where we? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that vlog may come out later in the week because my schedule for editing has been terrible, and I still have some that need to go up from before. I'm slacking, guys. I'm sorry. That's why we like to go live, because then I don't have to worry about editing any of this, and then it's also bad because I ramble. But yeah, so yeah, we're going to talk about the ear collaboration here shortly.
Really cool.
But first, let me see, designer. I'm going to go ahead and pull that up while we are doing that.
They're very, very like extra. I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah, exactly. But the other thing that I did have up before that was if anybody here has done a Disney cruise or has planned a Disney cruise or is planning on doing a Disney cruise, or if you want to, let me know. Anyway, shameless plug. I'm going to do it all night. Sorry. There is a Disney Cruise Line Navigator app. You download it, and then once you're on the ship, you get to access all the ship itineraries and things like that. They are releasing a new version of the Navigator app. It's going to have at-home features. So it's going to be similar to the My Disney Experience app, where you can display your reservation details. It has a countdown clock to the first day of voyage, which is kind of cool. I wish My Disney Experience, and like we're pass holders, but when we have reservations, I kind of wish there was a countdown thing, because the first time we ever went to Disney, we did the whole thing where we downloaded countdown apps and had it on our phone background and all that. So we were doing that, and then you can do online check-in so that when you arrive, it's a quicker process for you. And you can update your dining seats or add special requests. So if you have allergies, anything like that that the chef needs to be aware of, or vegetarian, vegan requests, you can make those ahead of time now instead of being on the boat and then hoping for the best.
Yeah.
So that's good. Those were some of the things that I had heard about Disney cruises, where if you had any food allergies or anything like that, they have allergy friendly, like everywhere Disney does. But on a cruise, they talking too fast. I'm sorry. They load everything up on the ship before it leaves the port. So if every other diner that went in there before you on the last day of the trip and all of the options are gone, they're gone. What do you got to do? Enjoy some. Well, I guess Mickey bars aren't vegan because ice cream is milk. I don't know. Anyway, now that's something you don't have to worry about. And then you will just like before. You'll use the same app once you're on board. You'll just put your phone in airplane mode and connect to the DCL Guest Bluetooth, and then that gives you the map of where you're at, where the activities are, where your room is, the shortest routes between the two, and your full itinerary. So the app was already good. It's getting better, and I just wish they would do the same thing with the My Disney Experience app.
Get us on some cruises.
Yeah.
That's next.
Make sure Super Chat's turned on. You're talking about cruises over here. No, just kidding. Don't give us money for cruises. Let's see. Oh, yeah. The Disney World limited release designer mouse ears are coming to Disney parks. They are featuring several collaborations. The first one, May 24th, is going to be with Harvey's.
I already have the price on that too.
You do?
Yep.
Oh, well. See? Merchandise. This is her.
Okay, I think I know the price on them. I'm pretty sure that it was released that they're $78, so they're going to be $78.
Which is expensive, but if you know Harvey's stuff, that's about par for the course for Harvey's. The price range was originally given out, and I don't remember what it was. I'm not seeing it anymore. I think they may have pulled it. But Harvey's is going to be the first one, May 24th. And then throughout summer 2019, the next one is going to be Betsey Johnson.
Yep.
Then Alex and Annie, which I'm interested to see how they do that, because Alex and Annie is known for bracelets. They do other jewelry too. So I'm looking forward to seeing it because just the amount of Alex and Annie she owns. I'm
They're
invested
really
now.
cool.
I probably should have invested in their company with the amount she. Not the point. Um, Noah Fine Art. That one I'm not familiar with. Kim Irvin. No idea. But the one that is going to be awesome, and I'm very certain that they're actually timing this to coincide either with the Disneyland Galaxy's Edge opening or the Disney World Galaxy's Edge opening, but Her Universe, which is Ashley Eckstein. She was the voice of Ahsoka Tano in the Star Wars Clone Wars TV show and the Star Wars Rebels TV show. Has her own clothing line. It's called Her Universe. It was originally designed because at the time she was doing the voice of Ahsoka, there weren't a lot of female fans in the nerd category.
Yeah.
So she made a clothing line. It's really popular. A lot of the Disney stuff in the parks is Her Universe, the Disney women's clothing. She also has a new line called Our Universe.
Yeah.
It's men and children as well.
She also has her stuff on, she has a website too, and she also sells it through Torrid and Hot Topic.
Yeah. But she's, as a Star Wars fan, I'm an Ashley Eckstein fan.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
And she loves the Her Universe stuff.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So I'm looking forward, but it's slated for summer 2019. It could be midsummer, which would be Galaxy's Edge Disneyland, or it could be end of summer, which would be Galaxy's Edge Disney World.
I hope she does some Star Wars ones. That'd be really cool.
I'm assuming she will.
I don't know.
She has Disney designs.
Yeah, she has Marvel and other stuff too that's not just Disney.
Yeah, well, now that I've fanboyed out, and just to give you a background on Ashley Eckstein that you probably had no idea you wanted, that's we're using a studio light so that we don't have that weird reflection, but now my face is sweating, and I'm sorry. Shag, who's that? What is that?
I don't know.
Shag is a designer, S-H-A-G, all capital. Also summer 2019. Then moving on to fall of 2019 is Gerard Moroyama, Heidi Klum, The Blondes, Loungefly, which is going to be cool.
Yeah.
Coach, they already have they've already shown pictures of those.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to get these pictures onto the live stream without just showing you everything that I have up.
There's the Coach ones.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't help anybody watching. Let's see.
I feel like you're going to end up bad. I don't think you're going to do it the right way. How do you just put a picture up there?
We're about to find out. Thank you for bearing with us.
Over your head.
That was supposed to go into the scenes, not on the thing. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's over my face. Those are the Coach ears.
Yeah.
So I did that wrong, but I did it, and that's what matters. So that is going to be pretty awesome. Oh no! Okay, I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. Well, no, I mean I'm still here. Can you still hear the audio?
I don't know.
I deleted the wrong one. I'm so sorry. Our dog is like huffing and puffing, trying to get out. Did you want to let her out? All right. There we go. I am so sorry. Yeah, she's bored. We're bored. Look, chat's not even moving. We're boring to everybody. We've dropped to 3 watchers. Nobody cares about these ears. I felt like I was doing something cool there. I'm sorry. Those were the Coach ears before I deleted ourselves. Yeah, so I was going through the designers just in case anybody watches this later and actually cares. After Coach, though, is the one, again, I'm looking forward to. Joe Rohde. That dog. The dog is, sorry. Joe Rohde has ears coming out. It's summertime. The parks are very hot this week. They're going to be hot until August. I don't know if you meant like hot as in busy, but they're going to be hot. Hi, and hi, Darlene. Hi, Sorcha. I hope I said that right. I'm sorry. Yeah, but Joe Rohde has ears that he's designed, and I'm looking forward to that because he's awesome at everything he touches. Vera Wang is going to be spring of 2020. Cupcakes and Cashmere. Kevin Rafferty. No. Carly Kloss and John Couture.
So this is spanning out for a whole year.
Yeah,
basically.
It's going from May 24th until summer of 2020. They're spacing these ears out. Some of them I'm looking forward to. Some of them I'm showing my classlessness by not even knowing who they are.
But it'd be cool to see them all, regardless.
Yeah, it's going to be cool to see
Yeah.
them. I'm looking forward to that coming out. There was some more news as well. They are opening a new restaurant in Epcot in the Japan Pavilion, coming in summer 2019, which is already summer. So I don't know the.
Maybe next month or the following.
Yeah, but it's going to be called Takumi Tai. Takumi Tea, Takumi Tay. I'm not sure, but it is a signature dining experience, which means it's going to be one of the fancier ones. Like you have to have a collar on your shirt if you're a guy and that sort of thing, which is going to be weird because it's in the park. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing how it turns out. I won't be able to afford eating there for like ever because we have 3 kids. It's just how that goes. But it is going to be a signature dining experience inspired by the natural beauty of Japan. Restaurant named Takumi Tai, which means House of the Artisan. So the design celebrates the relationship between Japanese craftsmanship and the natural world, while the food is inspired by the wonderful collaboration between nature and Takumi, the artisan. The upscale dinner menu will highlight Wagyu beef in a sublime setting, and guests interested in the ultimate experience will be able to indulge in a multi-course tasting menu featuring traditional tea service. So they will also have traditional cocktails, premium sake, and a wine and craft beer menu. Craft beer. It's all about her. Yeah, so that is something that I'm looking forward to. I don't know if we'll ever be able to try it, but I'm looking forward to other people's reviews. Because
I'm sure we'll eventually.
Eventually, maybe.
We have to go through the list eventually. There's a lot of things we have to
Yeah, there are going to be a lot more dining reviews coming up, just to help people that are interested in doing Disney planning decide where they want reservations, because part of being a Disney travel planner means I get to help people make reservations, which means I have to be up at 4 in the morning waiting for those to hit. So I'm going to be trying more stuff and doing videos of stuff to help people with their decisions. Speaking of staying at Disney, again, shameless plug, the Grand Destino Tower at Coronado Springs is set to open, let's see, July 9th.
I can't wait
So,
to go there.
Yeah, they're already taking reservations. And once that's done, the construction is fully complete. It's going to be the new opening to all of Coronado Springs. So there was talk that it was going to be like a separate resort. I don't know why I lost my train of thought there. It's not going to be separate. It's just going to be a tower, and it's going to be the new lobby, the new dining. All of that is going to take place in the Grand Destino Tower. Let's move this over. So the reimagined Disney's Coronado Springs. Let's see, currently at Coronado, still a few areas boarded out of view. See, that's good to know. Thank you. Yeah. That's so awesome. The press release that I have that came to me states that that it's pretty much complete. But it's good to know that people are there and seeing.
We haven't been there in a while.
Yeah, we have not. We need to do a Coronado Springs update, probably closer to July.
Yeah.
But they're stating that it will serve as the new main entrance. I already covered that. Has 545 new guest rooms, including 50 suites. Gorgeous 2-story lobby. 1,800 plus existing rooms of the resort are already updated with new fixtures, furnishings, and lighting. Furnishing the tower. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's good to know. Good to know. Ow. Ooh, I hit my knee on the table. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. But there will be new dining experiences as part of the reimagining. The Three Bridges Bar and Grill, try and say that 5 times fast, will be located on an island in the middle of the 14-acre lake.
That's really cool.
Lago Dorado. Courtyards adjacent to the restaurant offer private event options, and the entire area is accessible via new walkways stretching across the water. Cool. Some of those were open last time we were there. They're in one of our videos from...
It was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago. Last summer, I think. But they've been working on that for a while. Let's see. Quick convenient walks. A unique rooftop table service restaurant, Toledo Tapas Steak and Seafood, will open as part of the Grand Destino Tower. The new dining establishment, featuring beautiful views of Walt Disney World Resort, will offer indoor dining and a lounge with indoor and outdoor seating. And dining reservations are already being accepted at Toledo Tapas. So if you want to make a reservation, they are open now for reservations. Obviously, the restaurant's not open. it will be open after July 9th. But because July 9th is less than 60 days away, dining reservations are being accepted. So if you are planning on staying at Coronado or you book anything else and have a reservation or you want to book a reservation, shameless plug, you can go ahead and make reservations. Because I'm interested in trying this because I like a good sit down place that
Yeah.
isn't signature means I can't afford it. But a good sit down we might be able to do. And I'm looking forward to this because it is a steak and seafood house, which are my two favorite things in the entire world, except for, family and stuff. So that one. And then also going back to Disney Cruise Lines, if you know about the Disney Gifts website, it's a website that you can use to have gifts sent to your room if you're staying on site. They have like gift baskets, kids' birthday stuff, anniversary stuff, wedding, all kinds of themed gifts that you can send to your room. Well, Disney Cruise Line is now starting one as well, and beginning May 15th. So that was 2 days ago. If you are taking a Disney cruise and want to make it special, if it's an anniversary trip or if it's a birthday trip, anything like that, you can order from there. They're going to have a website, or our dog is hiding behind the curtain. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Okay. We're just going to let her do her thing. Yeah, so if you're taking a Disney cruise, planning a Disney cruise, you can go to the website, which I don't have yet because this email was from 2 days ago. I'm going back to old emails. The first news was from today. The rest, not the point. But this one can also be booked by travel planners and travel agents. So if you book through a travel agent and are taking a Disney cruise, your travel agent can help you with the Disney gifts if you want them in your room waiting upon boarding. Am I shameless plugging again? I'm so sorry. But yes, I'm shameless plugging. I genuinely am sorry. So other than that, it is now May 17th. The rules for Disney, the new rules, have been in effect for 2 weeks. I haven't really seen or noticed any difference. I will say at Animal Kingdom, if you are someone who is happy about the new smoking rules because you're sensitive to smoke, the Animal Kingdom smoking section is now directly in front of the entrance.
It's right in front of Rainforest.
Yeah, right in front of Rainforest Cafe, which is right next to the entrance of the park itself. Just be warned.
You might walk through some clouds of smoke.
Yeah, be prepared. The others are decently far away. Michael Green. Oh, that's nice. You're nice. We're just gonna go ahead and do that. Okay. We're just gonna. You're in timeout. And we're gonna remove. There we go. Okay, sorry everybody. I didn't mean to get sidetracked. He's in timeout for a little while, just a little timey-wimey. And I'm not. I will never, ever discuss politics. My personal views don't matter. I don't really have personal political views. Not the point. Don't come in here and bring that in here. Nobody cares. Anyway, just a nice little timeout. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I apologize for that interruption. The chat is now clean. Yeah, Disney Cruise Line onboard gifts. I think that's. I have a new website that I'm working on. It will eventually be a full-fledged website. That's what I was talking about, the rules. Smoking section at Magic Kingdom is not bad. It's all the way at the very last bus stop section, and then slightly past that. Epcot is, and at Epcot it doesn't really matter anyway, because with the bag check, I don't know if this is reversed in the stream or not. This is my right. Everybody enters to the right of the park. Well, not everybody, but 90% of the people, there is an opening to the left.
Yeah.
To the left of that left opening, where only a very small portion of people use anyway, that's where the smoking section is there. And Hollywood Studios, and this one I feel terrible about. If you're planning on using the boat to and from Hollywood Studios and Epcot, the smoking section at Hollywood Studios is absolutely on the boat ramp. Like it's next to the boat ramp. You have to. There's no way to
Terrible.
use the boat and not go through a cloud of smoke.
I feel like Disney just purposely made it worse for everyone, and then they just make it better. Especially if people that don't.
Some of it's better. Magic,
Yeah.
and again, it's better as a relative term. I quit smoking in 2010. I occasionally use my vape pen. We've got a video about our travel plans and all that where I actually showed that I take it. But I've used it very, very minimally in the smoking sections of the park, and that was just like on those super high stress, super anxiety days. But I don't like go out of my way to get in other people's way or anything like that. And it doesn't. If you are a smoker, it's not that great for you. It kind of stinks. It does. But rules are rules. Disney's a private company. They do what they want. No harm, no foul, whatever. But if you are taking the boat at Epcot from Epcot to Hollywood Studios, or if you're going to Rainforest Cafe, or just going in the left side of the entrance at Animal Kingdom, you're going to be in a cloud of smoke, whereas before you didn't have to be. But again, that's just what I've noticed. How do you feel about somebody who got bullied instead of himself and won the same punch as the bully? I don't know. Not really what's going on here. Discuss Skylines, the cast member. Yeah, Skyliners will not have air conditioning. On the bully thing, I don't know. I don't know. Sorry. I don't know. But the Skyliners will not have air conditioning.
Toaster oven.
Yeah. I guess the window's open or something. We're going to try it once. Probably only once, though.
Yeah.
It does make a nice alternative for people that want to utilize it, especially going from the resort that don't want to be crammed on the bus. Because let's face it, if you've used the Disney buses, they're air conditioned, but when they're crowded,
it doesn't matter.
You can't tell. So if it's one of those situations where it's like the end of the night and you don't want to crowd on a bus with people and you are going to one of the resorts that it runs to and you're okay with a lack of air conditioning,
you're tired and
you're tired. You just want the Skyliner to you and your family, and you don't want to share a bus with 100 other people that are sweating and have had a long day, and the air conditioning, even though it's on, you can't really feel it in the bus. Skyliners are going to be a good alternative.
Having like a heat stroke in one of those, though. It doesn't seem.
Hi, Patrick. Welcome.
Safe.
Hi, Chrissy. Welcome. We were just discussing the Disney Skyliners. I don't know if that's something that you knew or cared. Oh yeah, I was doing something else before everybody. Before I had to put one dude in timeout. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yes, the buses can get super cold. I'm talking about like if you're going back in a packed bus. There have been times where and it's not the bus's fault. I'm not saying.
Do you think it's maybe the preference of the bus driver too? Because sometimes I've been on them where it's been really, really cold, even with a lot of people, and then other times it's been like 90 degrees inside the bus with hardly any people. So I don't know.
Bus driver gets control. You know, it's like taking a road trip. Driver always has preference. But at the same time, and again, this is all on me. There are times I'm sweating my face off, and I can feel that the air is coming out cold. My face is still sweating off. Like until it's done. And I know that's not an image you guys want in your head.
I'm always cold though. Like I have to take jackets in restaurants in the middle of summer. I get cold real easy.
Yeah. Go to the back, jacket or sweaters for the bus ride. But yes, if it's cold, go to the back row. Yes. The back row in most of the buses, that back stump is actually on the engine compartment.
It gets hot.
And you will melt your legs and your back parts off. Heights, no gondola. See, that's my problem. We want to try the gondola at least once. But my medical issues, a lot of it stems from an issue with heights. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to mentally do that. Again, you guys don't really care about my stuff, but we're going to try. I'm going to duck my head down and let her have the camera just so that people can see what's going on with them.
Yeah.
But we got to try everything at least once that we're capable of doing. Not a fan of heights. Exactly. Yeah. So we usually bring our own car, but if we're staying on site, because we live close enough to bring our own car, but if we're staying on site, we like doing the buses. Our kids do have meltdown moments, but I mean,
It's easier with the buses, I think.
for us.
Yeah. Well, we don't have strollers. When we had
Every
strollers,
family's
it wasn't
situation
easy.
is different. Yeah, when we had strollers,
It
'cause you
wasn't
have
easy.
to, you have to pack up the strollers, you have to put them down. Coming to the Magic in September, awesome. From the UK.
Oh,
Hey,
wow.
if you've already, I'm not sure if you've caught any of my shameless plugs. If you've already planned your trip, awesome. If not, I'm a Disney certified travel agent. Let me know. But again, just shameless plug. I'm going to be doing that all night, people. I am so sorry if it bothers you. If it does, just tell me and I'll try and calm down. Yeah, I like not having to drive, and that's the thing is Orlando traffic. Once I get through that, I want to park my car and not look at it until the
I
end
know.
of the trip because we take I-4. We hate I-4. Going back in October. Been to Hoop-de-Doo.
No,
we have not.
We've been to Mickey's Backyard Barbecue.
Yeah, that's the
what we
reason
went
we
to.
didn't do Hoop-de-Doo review, and I kind of wish we had done
I
Hoop-de-Doo
know.
because we did it without kids, not realizing. Because I don't know if Mickey's Backyard Barbecue is still a thing, but a little bit of background.
It was closed for a while.
Mickey's Backyard Barbecue and Hoop-de-Doo review both feature similar menus. Hoop-de-Doo is more of like a fried chicken barbecue type thing,
Yeah.
and Backyard Barbecue, you get up and go to a buffet and get it. Hoop-de-Doo, they bring it to you. We were not aware of Hoop-de-Doo at the time. We were going on a trip without kids. We were staying the night, so we had the buses, and we saw that Backyard Barbecue, just like Hoop-de-Doo, included alcoholic beverages. And again, I know that a lot of people don't agree with it. And, only when we're staying and I'm on the bus will I have a drink. She enjoys drinking because I have to take us home. But we did that for us for an adult thing. Hoop-de-Doo is more adult oriented. It's fun for kids, as I've seen. Again, we haven't been. We've heard nothing but great things.
Yeah.
But Hoop-de-Doo is more of a show that adults would appreciate, whereas Mickey's Backyard Barbecue
They had
actually
the characters, and that's basically, it was like a character meet and greet.
Yeah,
while you're eating.
they do music.
They have the kids come out because it's picnic tables and it's all shared seating where you sit. She said it was gone. Yeah, it's not there anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was.
Yeah,
and
again, yeah.
They let the kids come out. It was really cute, and they took them to the front, and the characters Mickey and Minnie, and they had their like farm outfits on, and they had the kids dancing with them, and it was fun. But I kind of wish that we had our kids with us because I think they would have really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and we were not aware that they were going to be doing the shutdown and the new.
It was like, I want to say 2-3 years ago when we went. It's been a while.
It has. It's been a while, and we wanted to take the kids back to it, and by the time we ever looked around to it, it was gone.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if they were opening it back up. It looks like it. Yeah, it's probably going to be permanently closed. River Country Resort. But yeah, like I said, Hoop-de-Doo, everything that I've seen on it, we want to do it. We were just hoping to take the kids back to Backyard Barbecue, and then we
waited too long.
Yeah. It never worked out. We will do Hoop-de-Doo at some point.
Yeah.
One, I want to make a video on it. Two, I want them to bring me buckets of food and watch a show. But again, I'm a big boy. We've covered this all the time.
Trails End is right there too, and they're really good.
Yeah.
They're not characters, but I mean it's really good, and it's one of the less expensive buffets that you can go to, right?
Yeah.
On property.
Trails End is one of the least expensive breakfast and dinner buffets you can go to. It's because it's not a character experience.
Yeah.
But they have some of the best buffet food that we've had.
It's really good.
They have barbecue. They have a meat station, which is usually ham, and I want to say not prime rib, the other beef tenderloin, maybe. I don't know.
Way back up there was where you were. We missed all that.
Yeah. Ooh, Flower and Garden merch is 25% off.
Yeah, I heard that. I told you someone has a Spirit jersey.
Oh yeah, you did. See, somebody asked about merch.
Well, I forgot.
She forgot. Yeah, exactly. The Backyard Barbecue was an amazing experience, and I feel terrible as a parent that our kids won't get to experience that.
It happens.
But had we gone to Hoop-de-Doo, we wouldn't have even known what we were missing, and I wouldn't feel as bad. Let's see, Artist Point Storybook Dining. We have not.
Not yet.
I just loved it. So much fun. We want to do that with the kids because the Seven Dwarfs. He puts the F in the movie. Dwarfs. The Seven Dwarfs. We were looking forward to doing that at some point. And situations got wonky. We didn't do it when it opened. We will eventually do the storybook. Yeah, Fort Wilderness is awesome. Trails End is the best if you don't want characters, but the lack of characters makes it cheaper than any other buffet on property. Chicken looks amazing. Hello, Mary. Welcome.
Hi.
Let's see. Done Beast Castle for
Yes,
lunch.
we have.
Yes, Beast Castle.
Be our guest.
Be our guest. Their lunch is great. There's no character. It counts. If you're on the dining plan, it counts as a quick service, which makes it even better in my opinion. But it's a quick service that you can book ahead or order ahead. And if you've got a magic band, your food finds you, or they give you a rose and your food finds you, which is creepy on a tracking level. But it's cool. And the food was really good. They have like a
different sandwiches and stuff like that.
Yeah, they've got like a shaved ribeye sandwich, which is crazy that that's a quick service, and as good as it was, it had no business being that good for what I don't remember if it was ribeye or pork, but whatever the sandwich was, it didn't have any business being that good for a quick service.
I haven't tried it out, but I'm pretty sure you can use your pass holder discount on top of that, is what I was told.
On top of the 25?
Yep.
Oh.
Because it's just regularly 25% off for anyone, and then you can apply that with it, is what I was told. I haven't tried it.
Yeah.
I might have to try it soon and see.
I don't know. You wanted to go to Animal Kingdom tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. So cosplayer, I usually have chicken soup. I didn't know those things were mutually exclusive. Forgive me, my ignorance. I'm not sure. That's it's awesome. It's good. I don't know. I'm missing
Was
something
it the
there.
friendship sandwich?
Yes. Yeah, maybe is that the one to be our guest? If it is, we've had so much quick service food.
Either you had it, no, you're right, because either you had it or I had it, but it was good.
Was it a
one
French
of us
dip?
had it, yeah.
We've been to Be Our Guest twice for lunch. We haven't been for dinner, especially since they've gone to the prefix menu. We want to try it, but it's one of those things that we probably won't for a while because their dinner's way more expensive.
Yeah.
We do a lot of quick service stuff because money. You guys have Instagram. I am on Instagram at the dorkiest dad, and you are.
I don't
some
really
underscores.
Yeah, I don't use mine that much. I really should, but I don't. But mine is, you can just type it out.
Can I?
Yeah, it's Faith _ Trust and Pixie Dust.
Is there another underscore?
No, that's just it.
Sorry, typing. Bear with me, people. I love you all. Let me make sure that this is you.
That is me. I know what my Instagram is. I just don't use it that much.
When did you ever lay down on the monorail?
A while ago.
Oh, okay. There. That's her. Yeah, I hope that works. I went to Beer Guest once and it was not good, but it looked like an off day. We've also had Be Our Guest for breakfast, and we weren't impressed. Mostly because I don't even know if they still do breakfast. Again, these are things that I have to look back into now that I'm doing travel planning. Because we've done stuff over the years, and everything changes constantly. Mary Dixon. Well, let's check you out real quick while we're doing this. But yeah, I don't know if they still do breakfast, but their breakfast was not great. Let's see. Lunch and breakfast, Beer Guest. See, a lot of people do like their breakfast. I wasn't really a fan of the menu. I don't know. The selection didn't seem worth $20 a pop.
No.
Because it was basic like bacon and eggs, and which it wasn't bad, but it wasn't $20 good. And again, I'm all about being frugal at Disney, and that's one thing I've learned over the years is how to save money at Disney. That's another thing I like to share with people. Yeah. Same. Chef Mickey, you are 100% paying for the characters and regular breakfast. Our kids ate Fruit Loops because they have that little cereal station. I paid way more than any human should for Fruit Loops, but my kids got to, like, my daughter was dressed as Minnie Mouse and got to dance around the table with Minnie Mouse. And that made, that's what I paid for. That's the other thing. The pastries at Be Our Guest, their breakfast, we ate more of those than anything else. So I guess we got $20 worth of pastries.
We did Ohana breakfast too.
We're getting more people, but we're moving so fast.
Ohana breakfast. We did that one. Was it breakfast? It was breakfast.
Yeah, we did Ohana breakfast.
Yeah.
Let's see. I was looking at Mary Dixon over here. Is that? I'm not sure. All right, so you got to help me out. Is that what's her name? The girl from the Telltale games, the Telltale Walking Dead games. Is that what I'm looking at here, Mary? Let me know. Again, I'm sorry. I'm not
When we
really.
did
I
Chef
do like
Mickey's,
the Soldier 76.
wasn't Chef Mickey's also
Yeah.
breakfast? We always just do breakfast for
No,
sit down.
no. The reason we always do breakfast for sit down is because character dining is almost exclusively breakfast. And the few times that we've gone on our
Actually, it's cheaper too.
yeah, breakfast is cheaper always. The few times we've gone on our extended trips, we did a dining plan, and we wanted to make it as worthwhile as possible and get as many character experiences as possible. So we've done a lot of breakfasts.
Which is kind
Amazing
of sad
pickles.
because
We didn't have the pickles.
I feel like the lunch and dinner would be a lot better too.
Yep, Clementine. That I like. I really like the shading on the Clementine. Sorry, I'm bouncing back and forth, guys. But I'm all about creative input, things like that. Yeah, I played through the first season of the Walking Dead game, and that's a good Clementine. I'm a fan. Let's see. Patrick, that is a question that I won't repeat out loud live, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, dude. Ohana dinner is good. We've heard Ohana dinner is great, but we haven't been. And so when did you do Ohana for dinner, Darlene? I'm curious because I've heard mixed reviews recently. Let's see. Chef Mickey's for dinner. Do they have characters at dinner at Chef Mickey's currently?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I wasn't sure.
I think they always do, don't they?
Maybe. It might be one of those that does.
Those noodles look so good. We need to go try it.
Did they get rid of the noodles?
Yeah.
October. Okay, so yeah, that was fairly recently because we've heard mixed reviews recently about Ohana. We were gonna try it because we always wanted to do the Ohana dinner because we did breakfast and breakfast was awesome, but it was because she wanted to dress up as Lilo and dance with Stitch, and she did. She absolutely when they did the kids Congo line, she got in there. It was great. Okay, yeah, they have characters at dinner, so that would be a good dinner buffet. Polynesian. We always end up at the Polynesian somehow, some way, even if we don't intend to.
Okay, but they're like pork nachos in their quick service are the bomb. They're literally
the little quick service cafeteria, Captain Cook's in the Poly. They have pork nachos,
and they're so good.
The chips are homemade chips. They're not like regular nachos or tortilla chips.
Yeah.
And then the pulled pork on top.
You just can't get anything else like it. I don't know how to describe it, but it's really good.
It's awesome.
And it's a lot of food. You can share it. It's not. I mean, I couldn't eat all of it by myself.
And I don't know if the Tambu Lounge is back open since the refurbishment, but they'll bring some of those nachos up to you, and they're great. Polly's my favorite resort. Yeah, mine too. We want to do the Spirit of Aloha.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
We were planning on doing it for our anniversary, and then we just didn't because we went to St. Augustine instead.
We like wait till the last second and try to do stuff, and then it never works out.
Don't say that. I'm a Disney travel planner.
Not with that kind of stuff.
No,
but
yeah.
Our major events is what we do. That too.
Best dinner at Walt Disney World is Sizzler. I haven't been to the Sizzler. Like I every time we drive by it, I'm like, hey, you want to go to Sizzler? Because I hear that it's cheap and they have steak, and I'm all for that. So you can joke, but I would definitely eat at the Sizzler. She won't let me. Captain Cook's breakfast at Ohana is good. Nachos are good and Tonga toast. The Tonga toast is the cinnamon pineapple swirly, right? I don't know.
You didn't eat it.
I did.
Are you
tried
sure?
it. Yeah, I liked it.
Okay.
I usually don't like fruity bread stuff, and I liked it. Noodles and banana dessert at Ohana's delicious. Captain Cook's is great. Trader Sam's was awesome. Yes, she is, Patrick, and yes, I am very lucky. I love this one. We just had our 10-year anniversary Saturday, so I'm older than I look, I guess. I don't know. We went during
you're 29.
Yeah, I'm 29.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be 29 the rest of my life. During the Xmas party, Crystal Palace, love the characters. Food was good. So busy. We haven't done the Christmas party, mostly because as annual pass holders, we every year we have the debate, but with 3 kids, it's just such an extra
I feel
expense
like
for us.
yes. I feel like if it was, I'm not trying to say that they should include it for the pass holders, but I feel like they should get a deeper discount than what they offer.
Universal's annual pass holders get 1 Halloween Horror Nights
Yeah,
and
that's
1
true.
Christmas party event ticket
But
per
also,
pass.
their passes are a little bit cheaper than ours too.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, it evens out somehow.
Tusker House. Yes, we did lunch at Tusker
Yeah.
House and it was amazing.
It is
You
good.
might have to dig, but if you go back, we have a review video of it. I don't know. I don't think we were doing it as Disney dining reviews at the time. As when I think it was when I first started vlogging.
Ago, yeah.
But Donald Duck is there in safari gear, and that was
No, we've done it twice, right?
Tusker House?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, we did.
Did we?
Or we did Yak and Yeti twice. We did one of them twice. I think it was Tusker House because the first time we weren't vlogging when we went. It was like right after we got our passes, and the second time you did a video about it. So it was good.
Tusker House is in the Africa? Yeah, it's right next to Festival of the Lion King in the Africa area of Animal Kingdom. But they have the safari characters. They always have Safari Goofy and Safari Donald, and then occasionally they mix in Safari Mickey and Minnie.
Right.
We love it. Tusker House was great, and in the interest of authenticity, on top of having the standard buffet affair, they have like whole fried fish, all kinds of like amazing seasoned rice, things like that. It's just really good extra stuff in addition to what you normally get from a buffet at Disney. Yeah, in Africa, right before it's like right in between the safari and Festival of Lion King.
I was looking for it.
Oh.
I have a picture of us at Tusker House. This is how long ago it was. Can they see it?
Like probably.
I think it's the lighting's messed up. You can't really see, but that's in Tusker House. That's what Donald Duck is dressed up as.
Yep.
And that was back in 2015 when we went.
Knock knock. Who's there? I think there's like a 3-minute delay, so we may be waiting for that knock knock joke for a while. While we're waiting on that knock knock joke, I also want to. I'm gonna plug my new site here. While I'm doing shameless promotions and while I've already plugged her Instagram, I need feedback. I'm not doing this just as a self-promotion. I need feedback on this site that I made. If you stumbled across this, I know it says I know it's a WordPress site. I'm planning on buying a domain. I've got to get a little bit more pocket change first. But thank you. I was proud of that picture. I was like all selfie mode out. It's not the point. It's not about the photography. It's just a great picture. Can I do a shameless promotion too? Sure, Christy, go ahead. I'm all about shameless promotion. Everybody shameless promote. Toss your Instagram in. Toss, whatever.
Darlene said that she feels like it's one of the least rushed table service meals. Yeah, and I think so too.
Yeah. They were super great about service. Even though it was a buffet, the servers were awesome.
Yeah.
The characters were awesome. Like we sat through 2 whole rotations of characters.
Yeah.
Didn't feel rushed at all. Whereas some of the other, like Chef Mickey's, after we got through all the characters once, it kind of felt like they were like, yeah, they were like, you ready to go? The websites, and I'll be happy to help. Oh yeah. Cool. I will definitely check that out. I will go back and find that, Christy. Thank you.
That's awesome.
I always appreciate help. Never in my life will I turn down help because I know when I have a weakness somewhere. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, if anybody else wants to shamelessly plug, go for it. Unless you make Disney ears on Etsy, then you have to send us one to get a shameless plug. I'm just kidding. Sorry, I went serious for a moment. No, I am joking, but it would be nice. Still kidding. I don't wear ears anyway.
I want to see them though.
Ooh, soap.
Ooh, that's cool.
I like soap. I use soap every day.
I know.
That's something people need.
I know. I like fancy soap too. I don't like just like regular like Dove and stuff. I want it to like smell good, like really good.
She's crazy. This one. I love her though. Aren't I usually the one that drags us into Bazin though?
I don't know.
Like, I always like going into Bazin, and then she
I
always
like it when we
spends
don't have
money
the
there.
kids with us because I feel like they always get into stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Soap is a necessity. Free grunt labor. I love it. I need an intern that'll follow me around the Disney parks and hold my camera for me. Just be like, hi, gotta walk with a cane.
You didn't do that anyway.
Oh, look, I have an intern. No real life friends. Oh, well, was that the answer to the knock knock joke? I'm confused. Was that a knock knock joke? Patrick, I apologize. I'm real. I'll be your friend. Just started, so my shop is bare. Well, we will be live at least, once every once in a while. So as you add stuff, feel free to let us know. And even if you're not catching the live stream, let me know. I'll plug you. Phrasing. It's one of those things that, shameless plugs all around. I'm down for it because I am not pretentious or egotistic. I mean, I'm all of those things, but I like people too. Just started. Oh yeah, we're back down to nobody talking again. So how long have we been live?
For a while, and I don't even think you have that done the right way. I'm not sure what's going on down there.
Oh man, does this still say?
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Oh no, the beta thing. It's people are probably like jumping in, like, when are they giving stuff away?
That was a while ago.
No, it's not Saturday. Guys, you gotta let me know that it says Saturday Night Live still.
I just noticed that.
All right, when it threw me into the beta thing, I absolutely thought that, I absolutely changed everything that was going on. But yeah, so let's change this again. Pooh. Friday Night Live. Helps if I spell right. Hey, 23. Friday Night Live. Let's chat. I had a lot more than that in there, but no.
Way too much work.
Yeah. So.
Is it gonna save now?
I hope so. I may have to stop and start again. I don't even know. I'll change it being saved. I'll change the saved.
We've been live over an hour.
Have we really?
That's what it says.
Man, I love you guys. You guys are great. Let's see. There we go. Let's go look at soap. From 5 straight days, throw park to park, I believe it was Saturday. That's great. My favorite park has always been Hollywood Studios. And it's going to continue to be Hollywood Studios because now they're getting Star Wars Land. Yeah. When I was a kid, MGM was my favorite park. I don't know why. Like, my mom wanted to take me to actual Magic Kingdom and all that. And I was like, no, let's go to MGM. And I was like 7, 8 years old. That soap is shaped like a cupcake. Guys, you have to check out Darlene's link. That soap is absolutely really cool. A cupcake. That's amazing. Sorry, my ADD I'm so distracted.
It looks like fudge. I would probably try to eat that. I'm not gonna lie. It looks good.
This is why I can't buy her nice soap.
I promise you I don't eat soap.
Metro Goldwyn Mayer. Because at the time, MGM is a film production company, Yeah. And at the time, Hollywood Studios, when it was MGM Studios, was actually used as a filming studio. Like the Golden Girls was filmed at MGM. Several other ABC or whatever ABC became or whatever sitcoms of the time that were owned by Disney's production companies were filmed on site at MGM. So it was called MGM Studios, and then they changed it to Hollywood Studios. Did a few different things. There used to be what was called the Backlot Tour, and it was almost like a thrill ride that started, and it took you past the Golden Girls house, which my mom loved. It took you past several other like actual things, and then suddenly everything went haywire, and you were like in an earthquake, and there was like fire. It was a really cool ride. I don't know why they got rid of it. Now I'm reminiscing on old rides. I miss that. But when it was MGM, it also started my love for Star Wars. So before I ever saw any Star Wars movies, before anything else, I'm a Star Wars fan because of MGM Studios
Mhm.
and the Star Tours ride. Supposed to say Magic Kingdom. I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to say Magic Kingdom. Everybody's supposed to say Magic. I love Magic Kingdom. Don't get me wrong. But as a kid and as much of a nerd as I am now, Hollywood Studios is where it's at for me. Let's see. One of those is Disneyland Paris. What is your opinion of the new ride tech that is coming to Hollywood Studios? I can't do certain rides due to seizures with lights on it's like on Star Tours. That, Chrissy, breaks my heart. I am so sorry because Star Tours is one of my absolute favorite rides ever. I'm not sure how the new technology is actually going to, like, I think it's going to be a very similar ride minus the 3D. So maybe if it's the 3D, potentially you might be able to, the Millennium Falcon ride might be okay, but I think a lot of the motion is the same. I don't know about the lighting. And the Rise of the First Order, I don't know how that's going to work. The Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad is being advertised as a 2.5D ride, which means that they're animated on one side and then you're experiencing on the other side, and it's supposed to be conjoined tracks where you follow Mickey and Minnie. But I don't know how the lighting is going to be on that. So yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't know how the ride tech is going to work or how it's going to be incorporated. So just as a curious question, have you done Flights of Passage, or have you tried that? Is that one okay versus Star Tours? Because I don't really know the difference in the lighting on those. Yeah, it did. It went down, Patrick, because I accidentally left in the last live thing, which had the word giveaway in it. I think a lot of people were jumping in hoping for that, and I wasn't trying to false advertise people. I swear in the beta live streaming thing for YouTube, I changed it to Friday Night Live, and then it changed back. Updated my Disney Now for the kids. Have Darkwing Duck. Disney Now that's the European version of the Disney streaming service, right?
You can get it on Roku too.
Can you really?
Yeah, Maddie has it.
Does she really?
Yes.
I'm gonna go watch Darkwing.
I gotta go. Something like that.
I'm gonna go wake our daughter up and watch Darkwing Duck if that's the case. Wrote it once, my first time at Hollywood Studios, and I'm very sorry. I'm genuinely sorry for you. That sounds bad. I'm sympathetic to your plight.
It's terrible that it happened.
Yes, it's an awful thing. Ride. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Doctor said no Flights Passage. That's one of those things I'm not sure. I would discuss it with your doctor, see if potentially it could be the 3D glasses part. Obviously, because you consulted your doctor before getting on Flights Passage. I'm not a doctor. So yeah, see if it's the 3D portions. Obviously, you're going to consult them before going on any new rides as well. But I don't think any of the new rides coming out use the 3D glasses or the 3D technology. So if it's that, maybe maybe there's hope. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. Beyond that, because I'm not a doctor, all dorky dad advice is 100% at your own risk. Personal question. Depends on what it is, buddy. But go for it. My kids love Flight of Passage. I don't like to miss out. Yeah. My wife loves Flight of Passage. Now I'm a big boy, and I think I went over this in the last stream. But I am not size-wise in this this area. I'm technically not too big for Flight of Passage. Everything clipped, but I have a size 14 foot. Technically like a 14 wide or something. So the shoes I was wearing, I could not get my foot any further forward, so they couldn't lock the leg restraint. Again, I know it's my fault. Maybe if my calves weren't big, I don't know. I'm gonna complain. I wanted to ride Flight of Passage really bad, but they couldn't lock the leg restraint because I couldn't push my foot any further forward. So I'm gonna keep believing that, and not because I'm fat. on such a good roll.
Just keep going.
No politics.
Yeah.
It's not even that it's a personal question. No politics. In fact, I love you all. I absolutely do. Both sides of the argument, Steffi and Tim. I'm not saying it. I'm not doing it to be mean. Just in general, no politics at all. Just keeps everybody happy. Let's see. Favorite is Splash Mountain. I would rather have squishy socks. Yeah, like Kim said. But beyond that, we just won't acknowledge politics anymore. Again, in this is more of me in a controlled environment versus the issues that I had that I've discussed them earlier when talking about the Skyliner with heights and things like that. Drops don't work great for me.
He didn't really like Splash Mountain last time.
So yeah, I'm not a huge Splash Mountain fan. I'll do it for the kids. I'll keep my eyes closed, and the feeling kind of triggers my brain wrong.
Just up in the front row.
Yeah, like I can still feel the drop, and it still messes with me, but it's not something that I like to do. But being a father of 3, and you make sacrifices. But she loves Splash Mountain. Our oldest son absolutely loves Splash Mountain. She kills me with that. Like Tower of Terror, things like that. I don't mind drops, love coasters, but heights, moving slow. Yeah, and same thing with like before my latest inability to ride. I'm not trying to be vague, I promise, but I don't want to bore you guys with my medical history either.
I think you've already touched on it before too.
Yeah, I've touched on it a few times. Before I wasn't able to ride Rock and Roller Coaster, that was the thing I could do. Rock and Roller Coaster is awesome because it's a launch coaster. It just takes off. I can't do the types of coasters where you start to slowly incline and you get a tick, 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 because in that's where my mind goes to its other place, and it's not cool. But I can't ride coasters anymore anyway. I haven't tried Flight of Passage, but I was devastated. I couldn't ride Escape from Gringotts. That makes me sad because one of the only reasons I want to do Universal is for the Harry Potter stuff.
Yeah.
Now I will say.
Ride the train.
Yeah, I'll just take the Hogwarts Express 4 times and let her ride Gringotts. That makes me sad. I might have a problem. Staying far away from Rock and Roller Coaster. I hate roller coasters.
I love Rock and Roller Coaster.
I hate drops. I hate loops. I absolutely love Rock and Roller Coaster.
Yeah.
So if you can like overcome or whatever, definitely give it a try. It's dark, so you don't really see the spins. You just feel the intensity, and that's cool with me. I like the thrill of it, and the fact that I don't have to see when I'm up high and see when I like Space Mountain. If I rode it with the lights on, I know everybody says that's a cool experience. I'd cry.
I don't like riding it with the lights off either.
Everest. We haven't done Everest, have we?
No, because the kids aren't tall enough yet.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of it is because of them. And then you don't like a lot of roller coasters, so I don't want to just go by myself.
Yeah, that's the thing. She doesn't like doing anything by herself, and our kids, they might be tall enough now.
Gavin might try to go tomorrow, and our oldest might get on tomorrow.
Yeah, so she might give us Everest. I've heard great things about Everest. Yeah, dark coasters are the best for me, especially launch coasters like Rock and Roller Coaster. TMI, buddy. TMI.
The reason I think I don't like Space Mountain is because I feel like my head is gonna get chopped off or something riding it. I'm always ducking down when we get on it.
Yeah, and I know that there's I'm a tall dude. I'm 6'1" or something like that. 6 foot and then half an inch, but we round up. And still, I'm like this every time we're on Space Mountain. Okay, yeah. Yeah, me too, darling. Me too. So yeah, that makes me sad. I really want to do Gringotts. And I will say, at the time, I use my cane a lot more now. At the time we tried to ride Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, I was wearing my knee braces, and my knee braces from the VA are massive, and they have a giant strip of metal going down each side and like cup in.
Yeah.
So I couldn't close Seven Dwarfs Mine Train around my knee braces. I've heard that other people don't have problems, and it could be simply because you can squish your legs together. I didn't have that option. My knee braces were made to brace my knees, and they didn't like the closing of that. So I haven't done that.
I did it.
Yeah, she did. She did it without me, just like Flights of Passage. You can tell she loves me. She's like, "Yeah, I'll meet you at the end." Yeah, Tower of Terror is creepy with that drop because they cut the lights, and then you're like, "Oh, it's gonna happen now," and then it doesn't, and then it does.
Whatever. Tower of Terror is amazing.
Yeah, we did an extra magic hours the one time that she did Seven Dwarfs Mine Train because we couldn't get fast passes for it, and there just happened to be extra magic hours going on that night, and we were like, let's go, and we'll sit in the and even with extra magic hours, I think we waited like 45 minutes, which made it even more heartbreaking for me when my braces
I think
wouldn't
they were
close.
doing the fireworks too when we got mine, hoping it wouldn't be as long, and it still was a long line.
Yeah. I could probably do it. Well, I don't know how it would be on my back, but I could probably do it now if I went without my knee braces.
Yeah.
But just depending on the amount of what we're doing physically, things like that. I have braces and my cane, sometimes both. It's life. Yeah, and that was another reason I've started using my cane more. I have to sit down and stop a lot more at the parks. And not everybody has the option to go between the two, or technically I probably should be using both. So, well, it's live. I can't go back and unsay that now. And usually at home I do, but because of things like that and going with the kids, the braces do give me a harder time on and off rides. That's why I use my cane a lot more there, with more frequent breaks in between. We should do an entire vlog on Disney with disability.
Yeah, that'd be helpful. A lot of people, there's probably a lot of people that don't come to Disney because they don't realize that it could be as easy, as they want it to be. It doesn't have to be difficult.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do that. Something that I actually have a grasp on knowledge of the topic. Magic Kingdom and Epcot are most DAS Pass friendly. Yes, they are. And it's a lot of that is because their lines aren't as bad. So like you go to another park like Flights of Passage, because the DAS time is always what the return time would be, plus whatever they tack on. I don't know what if there's a formula for it. So like if you want to do Pandora or Toy Story Land or something, it's going to be a major long return time. And then with a dash, you can't make other passes or other dashes in between, which makes it a little more difficult. So you spend a lot of your time waiting anyway, but you're just not waiting in the line, which for a lot of people, like for me, I can, go put my legs up on a bench, or, for people with sensory issues, they don't have to deal with that line. And that's good. It just makes it a little harder to plan your time. First time, so I should never again. I could feel it in my bones too. So I totally get that, Darlene. Our son was the same way the first time he rode it. But now, because he rode it the first time when he was 5 also, because he was one of those, he's like, I'm tall enough, I'm going to do it. And then I tried to talk him out of it.
He wanted to get on Rock and Roller Coaster at first, and he was too short. So he went over to Tower of Terror, and then we got on that one instead.
And it terrified him. Yeah. But now it's 2 years later, I think it is. And now he wants to ride it. So maybe
3 years later, almost 4.
Is it really?
He's 8. Wow. He's not 5 or 7. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, he's 7.
He's not 7.
Anyway,
he's on 7. He's almost 9.
Is he really?
Yes.
Nuh-uh.
Yes.
Okay, maybe I don't know how math works. Wow, live on the internet, and I'm just I'm the dorky dad. I'm not the best dad. Yeah, you can use fast passes in between DAS, but again, you have to plan it. Like you have to know when your fast passes are, when your DAS times are. It becomes difficult, especially when they have the system in place for fast passes. I would think that Disney would allow you to use the app to make DAS, but having to go to the
Yeah.
ride and then to your fast pass, and that it, it, it's possible. And I'm not speaking negatively. I'm just saying there could be improvements.
I think a lot of it is too, like, sometimes I've heard negative things about DAS too. I've heard people say that the cast members gave them a hard time about it, and I've heard people say it was the best thing ever, and they never
Now,
had any issues. So it's up in the air. So maybe that's why they don't have it on the app, because they don't want people just that don't have the disability trying to use it. I don't know.
well, and I will say I did have a difficult time one time with somebody at Epcot, because like the way disabilities work, they're not. Uh, Again, the legality of it, I don't know about asking questions, things like
Well,
that.
again, not every disability is physical. So
Yeah, well, yeah, and that's
yeah.
true. But like I'm showing my disabled veteran ID card, I've got all my paperwork that they generally don't need anyway. But I'm talking to the cast member, and she was like, "Oh, just go get a wheelchair," and I'm like, "That's
Yeah.
one, it's going to cost money. Two, my doctor said I don't need a wheelchair, and I'm not going to go through that extra. Like,
Yeah.
and again, not speaking negatively on any. If you need it, absolutely. But that
Yeah.
would be me as somebody who knows my limitations and knows that I can walk with my cane and when to sit down and when the pain is, taking away a wheelchair from somebody that may need it later. And I don't want to be that guy. Um, so I did have a bad experience once, and it was only one time with
Yeah.
one cast member. Everyone else has been phenomenal about it. So yeah, fearless on everything. Yeah, exactly, exactly. And that's how he was. Every time he saw something that he was tall enough, he ran up to the little sign thing.
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm riding it," and then we got dragged into like she got dragged into Tower of Terror that time, and I said, "No, I'm not getting on it." Yeah. They're not supposed to ask for doctor's notes, but it's always good just to err on the side of
Yeah.
caution, just in case. Um, and if you do run into that, the one cast member out of thousands who are amazing,
Yeah.
feel free to ask to talk to. And I don't want to sound like the
Karen.
the Karen.
Can I speak to a manager?
I'm sorry, anybody named Karen.
Everyone says so.
Yeah, I know. The can I speak to the manager? I don't want to sound like I'm encouraging anybody, like, but if it's a legitimate
Yeah.
thing, by all means do it. Don't be ashamed, because a lot of my anxiety and stuff is I feel shame, and I know I shouldn't. Again, I'm not here about my medical issues. Point is, do what you got to do. Yeah, yeah, and if you know your limits, by all means, you don't, because my initial um, disability from the army was in 2009, and I did, I didn't want to be that guy that was, trying to look for ways to skirt the system and things like that. And it took 9 years of, and several other things happening in between to finally be like, all right, I need help. Know your limitations. If you can do it, by all means do it. If you need help, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be shy.
Right.
It's there for a reason. And walking with a fractured ankle, I definitely would recommend, like something.
Yeah.
I know my limitations,
taking it easy
but
at least.
but yeah, walking on it, that's some strength right there. Worst character, huh? Oh, that's awesome.
That's really cool.
Again, Hollywood Studios is one of my favorite, especially everybody that I've met that works in the Star Wars area is working there because they specifically requested it.
Mm-hmm.
And not everybody is, but everybody that I've met and talked to. So you meet some of the biggest nerds in the Star Wars, like the launch bay and all that. They are some of the greatest cast members I've ever had the pleasure of interacting with. But what happened with the character meetings? What's going on there? I'm curious. Boot and a strap. Been there. More power to her. Like I said, that's the level of strength that I admire. Still looking at this soap. I'm like so hungry now. I want a cupcake. It's still open in the other tab. I need to shave. Anyway. Kim. I'm curious about the story. I want to know what's going on. Let's see. Do we have any other news or anything while we're here? We're just sitting. All right, there's my WordPress site. We don't want to do that.
It kicked you out of the website.
What? No.
Even on there.
Keep going on break every time. Yeah, that one is. That's one of those like. That's a catch-22.
Oh yeah.
It's super disappointing. At the same time, if it's every single time, you might. This is one of those things I'm on the fence. You definitely might want to bring it up. Say something. Absolutely say something if it is one of those things. It may not be. It may be the world's weirdest coincidence.
Yeah.
Because
it's like terrible luck.
yeah, it could be a
though.
cross between terrible luck and the fact that in Florida it's hot.
Yeah, they do.
Characters
They do change a lot.
Characters get hot. They don't change.
Change out.
They don't change.
Whatever.
They're characters.
They go into AC for a moment.
Yeah, the characters are real and need to go into the air conditioning.
Excuse me.
But if it's happening every single time, yeah, absolutely. That's a tricky one, and one of those where,
we haven't really had that happen.
Yeah,
we sat through it a couple times, but not every time.
Yeah. I think that Donald's Dino Bash was like the worst for change.
That was, yeah.
Because Chippendale.
And it was so hot. I think that, like, for whatever reason in the back of my mind, that is like the hottest day we've ever been there was during the Dino Bash that time.
Yeah, and it does. It really does.
Yeah.
Man, it's just one of those situations where I don't want to use language, but you're danged if you do, and danged if you. That's the best way I can describe it, because I don't know. I mean, sometimes it is one of those things, and sometimes it just happens to be a massive coincidence, and it's super hot. Russell and Doug. Animal Kingdom always does super quick change outs.
But they don't change out.
Well, super quick AC breaks. One time we waited in line for Chippendale, and I think it was like every 5 people they were going back in the AC, and it's because it was Chippendale, and then there was the dino costume, and it was just like, it was so hot. Everybody in line was melting, so I can only imagine being a fuzzy chipmunk that's real and also melting. All right.
We've covered almost everything, though, haven't we?
I believe so. Let me check my email, see if anything new came. Yeah, I think that's everything. Everything that I have to cover. Thank you, Under the Shade. Yeah, that's one of those things, like, being Under the Shade, yes. And again, I wasn't there, and I'm only speaking I'm speaking not even secondhand, third, fourth, fifth hand. It still gets super hot. Like, yeah. And again, like I said, the cast members of Hollywood Studios are always amazing. Again, another reason it's one of my favorite parks. I've got a lot of reasons why Hollywood Studios. I might do a bit, because if you go back through my blogs, a lot of them are Hollywood Studios, because anytime we go and I get to pick, that's where I go. I love it. But yeah,
I'm just sad we missed out on those churros. We should have got one last time.
Yeah, the lightsaber churros are gone.
So good.
So sad. But yeah, viewers are dwindling. It is getting late. I know, especially like our UK people are probably ready to go to sleep. Yeah, if they're not already. Thank you everybody for joining us. Kim, enjoy the rest of your trip. Or I think you're back now. I don't know. It's been a long stream. Forgive me if you're already back. Thank you, Darlene, for coming, and thank you for sharing your awesome cupcake soap. What's his name? Yeah, exactly. There are 2 of them. Walter, and then there's another guy. at Hollywood. Is his name Walter?
I don't remember.
I don't know. If it's the one I'm thinking of, we've actually had a long, nice conversation with him. Like he was showing us all the stuff, like because he was, I think, going on break right at the same time. So he was showing us through the museum and all that, and he brought stickers to the kids.
Yeah.
But all the cast
remember.
members at Hollywood Studios, especially in Launch Bay, are generally just great. But I could seriously go on tangents and like rabbit trails all night. But she keeps telling me that we've been streaming for a while. So thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for sharing. Feel free to shameless plug yourself. Anytime you see us go live. First night I watched yours on the channel for your Disney Character Warehouse videos. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you enjoy those. Like I said, we're probably going to be live from the Character Warehouse tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
If you're awake, since we're up so late, feel free to join us then. If not, it'll be rendered and on afterward. I'm playing with my phone. It's probably really annoying to people, but it is getting late. Thank you so much. I'm glad you found us. I'm glad you're here for the live chat. Check out the rest of our videos. Do whatever you gotta do. Seriously, do a DAS video. Yes, absolutely. It's just one of those things that like I don't really think about, and now that I'm live and we've had these conversations, it's a good topic. It's something that needs to be covered.
I know, yeah.
Tomorrow I might run into you. Hey, do what you got to do. If you see us, say hi, and we'll probably be there.
Yeah.
I think. What are you thinking? I drive Vineland.
Depends. I don't know how we feel. We never know until we get there.
This is what I deal with all the time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. Love you all. Have a good night.
Oh, also, we don't have a PO box. I just read that.
Oh, yeah. No, we do not yet.
Sorry.
Yeah. See, again, I could all night. I want to get a PO box. I wish I had a PO box. We were waiting for 1,000 subscribers to get a PO box, and then when we got 1,000 subscribers, we started talking about moving. We don't like the postal service, so we're gonna wait. If we move, we're gonna wait and get a PO box.
Yeah, eventually we'll get one.
Thanks again. Tried to close
you.
this out so many times. Love you all. Have a great night. As always, stay dorky.